Players lose you games, not tactics. That's the legendary Brian Clough. A statement that cuts through strategic complexities to highlight an elemental truth. The foundation of sustained success is the consistent quality of the individuals on the pitch. This philosophy finds its pragmatic application in the doctrine of Jose Mourinho, who championed the necessity of having two elite players for every position. For Mourinho, this was not a luxury, but a prerequisite for navigating the war of attrition that is a modern multi-front campaign. These maxims converge on a single, powerful conclusion. Championship teams are not merely assembled, they are fortified. This principle has been refined into a science by Pep Guardiola, a manager under whom Mikel Arteta served his apprenticeship. Guardiola's relentless use of squad rotation is not whimsical but methodical, born from the belief that players are not machines and require rest to maintain peak physical and mental condition. For Guardiola, rotating players is essential for avoiding burnout and maximizing a team's capacity to compete ferociously across all fronts. It is this very doctrine that Arteta now appears to be embedding into Arsenal's DNA. The ambition is no longer just to have a strong starting 11, but to build a synergistic squad where rotation is not a sign of weakness, but a strategic weapon to maintain intensity and unpredictability throughout a grueling 10-month season. Let's have a look into the Arsenal squad depth in numbers and quality. The foundation of any elite side is its goalkeeper, and Arsenal have cultivated a position of enviable strength, with David Raya established as the number one, prized for his preternatural ability to participate in build-up play. The club possesses a goalkeeper perfectly aligned with its tactical identity. The arrival of Kepa Arrizabalaga would represent a masterstroke in squad management. Far from a mere understudy, Kepa is an experienced Premier League proven shot stopper whose presence ensures that the level of quality remains exceptionally high, creating a competitive dyad that guards against complacency, injury and fatigue. Arsenal's defensive unit appears sculpted for the multifaceted challenges of a modern campaign. The right flank presents a fascinating tactical dichotomy. Ben White provides the classic aggressive overlapping runs that stretch opposing defences and create space for the winger to operate inside. In contrast, Jurrien Timber offers a rock-solid defensive option, a more conservative profile whose intelligence allows him to invert and act as a third central midfielder, fortifying the team's core. On the opposite flank, a strategic evolution is underway. The arrival of Bologna's Riccardo Calafiori last year injects a new dimension, a fullback who marauds forward with skill and guile, capable of breaking lines with both a pass and a dribble. Complementing him is the young superstar Miles Lewis-Skelly, whose game is characterized by intelligent underlapping runs, physical contact to drive with ball, offering a more subtle, inside channel of attack that can disorient defensive structures. Centrally, the formidable partnership of William Saliba and Gabriel is the bedrock. The lessons from Saliba's debilitating injury have been learned. The prospective signing of Christian Mosquera provides not just cover, but a unique athletic profile. His electric chasing velocity and recovery is a crucial asset for a team that employs a high defensive line. Alongside the composed and versatile Jakub Kiwior, this quartet ensures the defensive line remains impervious, agile and tactically adaptable. It is in the midfield where the prospective squad depth promises a symphony of tactical variations. The primary combination of Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard represents a near-perfect balance of control, power and artistry. Zubimendi as the deep-lying fulcrum with inventiveness dictating tempo, while Rice is unleashed as a devastating box-to-box force and Odegaard orchestrates the final third with those precise through balls. However, the options provide tantalizing permutations. Arteta could deploy a more conservative double pivot of Zubimendi and Rice against elite European opposition, creating an almost impenetrable defensive screen for a more transitional game. The subordination of Mikel Merino offers another texture. He can supplant Rice to provide a more direct, powerful dual-winning presence from deep. Then there is the X factor, Ethan Nwaneri. The phenomenal teenager can be introduced for Odegaard to offer unpredictable creativity, or even play alongside the captain in a hyper-offensive 4-1-4-1 formation designed to break a low block. This depth transforms the midfield from a fixed unit into a dynamic, adaptable engine room. For all their structural integrity, it is goals that ultimately define champions. Arsenal's attacking options now present a serious proposition. On the right, the peerless Bukayo Saka is set to be challenged by the explosive flair of Noni Madueke, creating a dynamic where the pressure to perform is relentless. On the left, Gabriel Martinelli's directness remains a key weapon. The most transformative change, however, is at the apex of the attack. The arrival of Victor Gyökeres would provide the clinical, ruthless number 9 the team has craved. His power and predatory instincts are a perfect foil for the cute movements of the physically transformed Kai Havertz and the relentless pressing of Gabriel Jesus if he stays. This trio of centre-forwards, each with a unique skill set, gifts Arteta the ultimate tactical toolkit. Lurking just beyond this established talent is the prodigious Max Downman, a youngster whose name is whispered with increasing excitement, a testament to the thriving Hale End Academy and a reminder that the club is building for both the present and the distant future. Arteta once spoke of a journey, imploring fans to enjoy the journey together. That journey has brought Arsenal to the precipice of glory. The squad, on paper, is a magnificent tapestry of proven champions, tactical chameleons, and remarkable youth. It is a squad built not just to endure a season, but to conquer it. Yet, as the wisdom of Klopp, Mourinho, and Guardiola reminds us, a collection of brilliant musicians does not guarantee a perfect symphony. The final and most intangible element is harmony. The optimism surrounding this Arsenal squad is justified, but it must be tempered with caution. The potential is boundless, but potential does not etch a name onto a trophy. The ultimate question remains: can this formidable assembly of talent synthesize its individual brilliance into the collective, indomitable spirit of a champion? The answer will define whether this is simply another step in the journey or the final glorious arrival at the destination. So that was a quick brief on Arsenal's squad strength in numbers and profiles. As the season openers on the horizon, we can expect a few exits and hopefully a couple of incomings. With the current numbers and the variations it provides, the squad looks pretty much complete. It's better to over-prepare than the other way around. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. This is the Arsenal Blueprint, and let the title charge commence.